And now for 7 Minutes With, which will feature a short interview each month with the leader of a distribution or manufacturing company.
I'm Janelle Stolten-Holtmeyer, Associate Editor of Modern Distribution Management, and today I'm talking with MSC Industrial Supply's President and Chief Executive Officer, David Sanzler, and Chief Operating Officer, Eric Gershwind. Hi, guys.
Good morning, Janelle.
Your fiscal year seems to be off to a good start, with the first quarter sales and earnings well above last year's levels. What's driving the increases?
Throughout our history, MSC has consistently recognized that times of great upheaval can be used for long-term value creation. So when the economy began to contract a couple of years ago, we very quickly recognized it as one of those opportunities. And we felt that by capitalizing on it, we'd set the company up for accelerated growth once we emerged from the downturn. Our strong cash flow and unlevered balance sheet really positioned us to step on the accelerator and invest at a time when most others were cutting back. We believe that that decision is driving the strong result and that this is just the beginning. So let me give you a few examples. We added more of the most talented salespeople in our industry to our outstanding team. These are associates who were difficult to recruit in normal times, but recognize the unique opportunity offered at MSC. And as a result, today we have almost 1,000 strong field sales team and growing. We invested heavily in the internet and also in the data we provide online to improve our customers' buying experience. The web accounts for roughly 30% of total revenues today, and we see that as only the beginning of what's possible based on the advantages that it brings both to our customers and to MSC. We're also investing in inventory management solutions for our customers. That's led to a dramatic increase in signings for vending during what we call the Great Recession, and today as a result, we're really benefiting from that share gain, all of which is helping us in our results. Lastly, and most importantly, we invested in our people. We avoided layoffs at a time when other companies were laying off in great numbers. As a result, our people are more dedicated and more motivated than ever to contribute to MSC's and to our customers' success.
Are you expecting the same kind of growth for the rest of this year?
Well, as a growth company, our goal is to grow double digits over long periods of time. And we face some challenging comps late in our fiscal year, and so our team is staying very focused on continuing to build on our strong momentum.
You reported that manufacturing sales were offsetting weaknesses in government markets. Could you elaborate on what you're seeing in the different end markets and where you see opportunity for MSC this year?
Certainly most of the economic data that we see suggests that manufacturing is once again healthy and growing at a robust rate. For us, we're seeing that translate into really high growth rates within our business. Our first quarter of our fiscal year 2011 saw manufacturing growth rates slightly above 25%. By every measure that we study, that's translating into significant market share gains for us in our core business. And since manufacturing makes up over 70% of our revenues, the success that we're seeing there is really a big driver of company performance. We have talked about seeing some softness in government spending, mostly because the government is operating right now without an approved budget. That being said, we believe that we are really well positioned to take advantage of the opportunity once a final budget is approved. Our first quarter sales growth rate was 23% that we reported, and the second quarter, the middle of our guidance range, implied a 19% sales growth rate. Stepping back from the immediate and looking at the bigger picture, if you look at the market we compete in, it's a huge market at roughly $140 billion in size, and it's highly fragmented. So that means it's really ideal for companies that are well capitalized and that are growth oriented like MSC to take share quickly. To make that happen, we've implemented a pretty systematic process for mapping out how we're going to achieve that growth. What you see us doing now is really honing what we consider to be a repeatable formula within our core metalworking market that we're now beginning to extend to new geographies, to new customer end markets, new product lines, and even into new services and solutions.
MSC recently acquired Rutland Tool and Supply from Lawson Products. Why was this a good fit for MSC, and how does Rutland fit in with your overall growth plans?
It extends our lead in the metalworking space, our core business, and it's a great example of how we executed on the systematic approach to growth. With Rutland, we're really accelerating our expansion into West Coast markets that for us are growing faster than the overall market and than most of our business. And we've also been able to acquire a number of people with really strong industry experience. Perhaps most importantly, though, we're bringing a large number of the Rutland customers into the MSC family.
What role will acquisitions play for your company's growth over the next year?
We've always been opportunistic about using M&A to fuel our growth plan. You saw us several years ago with J&L, and you've seen us recently with Rutland. I guess the difference today is that we've actually structured our team to make acquisitions a part of our ongoing growth formula. Of course, as in the past, we're going to continue to maintain our high expectations and really a high bar in terms of the companies that we select.
It was mentioned that MSC would be looking at expanding geographically, and you've already mentioned the West Coast. Are there plans to acquire existing companies, open new branches, or some sort of hybrid?
I think you can expect to see us continue looking for other acquisition opportunities, and you can expect to see us continuing to invest in expanding our own sales force in the West and really in all the faster-growing markets that we've scoped out to make sure that we continue the market share gains and the momentum that we've seen during the past couple of years.
What are the top 3 things that should wake managers or executives up at night right now?
Let me share the 3 things that we always keep in the forefront here at MSC, which are our customers, our people, and our values. Built into the bedrock of our culture is that the customer is the boss. And it's one of our core beliefs. It's something that we live by every day. So when the recession hit, we recognized that many of our customers would have a real cash crunch and would really need help in reducing their inventory and securing their supply chain as a way to reduce their costs. We responded by further increasing our investments in inventory and vending solutions, and that really enabled them to manage their supply chains more effectively, which was critical. Really, that's just one example of our willingness to help our customers and to invest in our customers. We consider our team to be what I'll refer to as the special sauce in our business model. Retaining and developing our associates and attracting new talent who can inject fresh thinking into our business is absolutely a top priority in our company. We invest a lot into developing our people. We offer robust training programs that ensure our team has a deep understanding of our customers and our service model. Our associates have the opportunity to grow in the company with a clear understanding of how they're contributing to our culture and their role in driving our growth and our success. And that brings me to my third thing that we keep in front of us at all times, and that's our values. That begins with integrity in everything that we do. It's deep-rooted and hardwired into who we are as a company, and that goes all the way back to our founding by Sid Jacobson. We're a company that puts ethical behavior above all else. Simply put, we just do the right thing when considering every one of our stakeholders, our associates, customers, owners, and suppliers.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Janelle. Appreciate the opportunity.